Yo, what's up, everybody? So, for anybody that's been following me for a few months now, you know this guy. Look at him. He was a puppy 4 months ago. Now he's like, 50 pounds. He's got my arm in his mouth. And yeah, so just for anybody who's wondering how my dog's doing. And yeah, today is the 22nd July 2018. Super excited, man. We're doing this weekly charting video and a lot to look forward to. Crazy week. Last week was crazy. Trump's going off the deep end. I mean, not that that's shit's just getting crazy, you know. And but first, before I get started, if you're watching this for the first time, thank you. I appreciate you. I've been trading for going on about 4 years now. And I've developed a few strategies that I use in different ways over and over again, and have made me profitable and consistent trading Forex. So I've created a VIP group where I teach these strategies. I have a training. I have about 300, 400 members now, and that have learned from me. I send out trade setups, signals, but really they're meant to use in conjunction with the training, so you can kind of see what I'm seeing in the market. And yeah, we have VIP chat room. Everybody's super supportive. Got these freaky sunglasses on to freak you guys out a little bit. But anyways, it's going to be an exciting week. I can feel it right now. It's summer, and summer months are supposed to be slow, but it hasn't. You know, World Cup happened. Now that's over. And you know, it doesn't look like things are slowing down this week. That's for sure. So that being said, click the like button, subscribe, please. You know, I'm just trying to send out a good message. There's a bunch of, you know, people faking stuff and all that, and, you know, trying to keep it real, keep it positive in this market. So show me some love, and we really appreciate it. So that being said, yeah, let's get into it. I'll share my screen with you guys and gals. Just do a quick rundown of what to expect in the news. And we do have some, you know, decent data coming out, but really the big thing to pay attention to is Trump, the United States, and this trade war that's really starting to kind of pick up steam with China. Also, on top of that, we have a meeting on Wednesday, I believe, between the European Union, one of their members, and Trump administration about the trade war between Europe and the United States, and that should be pretty interesting. So on the front side of this, you know, it doesn't look like really much of anything going on, but I am expecting a lot of under-the-cuff news happening, involving trade, involving the euro, involving NAFTA, which then, you know, we're talking about Canada, United States, Mexico, which will also affect oil as well, between Canada. So a lot of NAFTA negotiations and trade war stuff happening. So, you know, it's going to be a big week on the front side of this. It doesn't seem too big. On Friday, we have the second quarterly GDP, gross domestic product, GDP numbers coming out, and quarterly report, and it's expected to be over 4%. But the thing is, now that's getting pretty high. I'm not an economics expert, but definitely hard to sustain these type of growth numbers. And if this hits below this 4%, that could really be really could add to dollar weakness. And if you haven't been watching my videos, I do want to point out that, you know, Trump's comments about wanting a deep, weaker dollar, you know, really kind of changed everything completely. And, you know, it's like the first time a president's ever publicly spoken out against the Fed. So pretty big deal. So, I just want to point out on the surface, it doesn't seem like a lot, red folders if you're just kind of looking at this stuff. But I really encourage you guys to follow Twitter. You can follow my Twitter, Ronin Forex Group. I retweet stuff and tweet stuff myself. But really just try to stay up to date on news so you don't get caught on the opposite side of these big moves that are going to happen. So that being said, let's look at some technicals. My screen mirroring. Let me fix this real quick. And I sent out some charts to my VIP group for you guys to analyze. So we'll go over that so you guys can see what I was looking at on there. And, first, I'll go ahead and pull that up here. So I send some various charts out to my VIP group so you guys can see what it is that I'm looking at specifically. I'm looking at a reversal on the euro, right? At least a bit of a breakout here because it kind of looks like we're holding the support here. We're coming to got some divergence down here, and we can see on this daily we're already testing this resistance here. And if we match up with dollar weakness, this continues. I think we're going to break up to this upside here to this resistance level signified by the blue line, which is around 1.18, 1.1850. Here's a closer look on the 4-hour. So you can see we have kind of a wedge here. This goes back and connects to the left side of this shoulder because this is a head and shoulder pattern here. But you can see we've already really broken out, barely. This happened on Friday with the dollar weakness. And just a little trick for you guys, especially now, don't do this on your smaller time frames, but when you're dealing with the hourly or 4-hour and daily charts, this can work well if you spotting breakouts on the RSI. And, don't go just by that, but look out, see how it matches up with your price action up here. Pound's messy right now. I would, typically stay away from it, except maybe GJ, because of this trade war and yen strength, which I think is going to start to ramp up this week. But the pound cable here is messy. This comes back from this trend line. Let's check it out on my live. Take off my video so you guys can see the screen fully. Whoa, there we go, silver. I'm going to get into that soon. It looks like, so we retested this support. We started to break down, but this dollar weakness, everything started to rally against it. Look how divergent it is down here in the RSI. And so we're hitting this band of resistance. Now, if we can break through this, similar to the euro, if we can break through this, man, I'm thinking, and we see dollar weakness, I'm thinking we could get quite the rally for the pound this week. But nonetheless, there's a ton of Brexit news, and it's a bit of a wild card. So I would, if you're trading cable, I would play it. Be careful. I guess that's all I'm saying. So let's get back to the charts that I sent out to my VIP group. And if you're in my group, I send out charts like this for you guys to match up against your own. UJ here, I've been doing videos on UJ for the past 6 weeks probably, longer maybe. And I've been talking about this, that I thought this could be false breakout. Now we're hitting, I mean, this like, excuse me, perfect storm of resistance, support, trend lines. I like to call it X marks the spot. In other words, we're about at a nexus point here. And I just looking at this, I just spotted another thing. That little trick I'll show you guys. Not really a trick. There are no tricks in Forex, but something for you guys, just, you know, like exactly what I was talking about when looking at RSI and using it as just another confirmation. Check that out. And in my training that I have, I teach a lot more about indicators, how to use them, how I use them at least. And but if we zoom in here, starting to break below this trend on the RSI. What's this look like? It's kind of hard to. So, you know, this little strategy, just, I don't know, confirmation really is what it is. Take it for what it is. Take it as another confirmation. Check that out too. So anyways, yeah, if we get below these trend lines here, now this is the massive trend line that's been in play for, dude, I mean, going back to December, well, first of the year, right? And, well, going back to July 2016. If we break back below here, we break back below this multi-year trend line, you know, this is going to be a tough thing to break again. So look at it this way. Big banks, if we're thinking of it in terms of big banks, big banks took out all the retail trader stops here, right? Which I definitely took a loss as well. But took out stops here, and then now moving the market back in the way it wants to go. Weaker dollar, just like Trump said. He wants a weak dollar. And then strength coming out of things like the yen. And, you know, gold, silver, precious metals. So this is going to be what I'm going to be watching this week, you know, mainly. And let's take a look at it. It's really exciting, honestly. Here we go, UJ. Here's that X. Here's the multi-year. RSI dropping lower. We get below this 50. You know, big confirmation reversal. And here we are, closer look here. So you can just see it's going to be interesting to see how the market opens. We get a gap below here, man, you know, then I said this in a video 2 days ago. On Friday, we get a gap below here. This fills in the gap and then drops. Man, that would be perfect scenario. So let's see what happens. EJ, same deal. So we got breakout here. We had another kind of band of resistance here. Trapped in this little quadrant. And 129.5 is a good support, good target. The backside of this, or top side of this trend line, and you know, maybe seeing a pullback up here on the euro. Here we go. We got this trend line break, and you know, we're about at this kind of level of support here. What would be nice is we get a bounce right here. This could make a bit of a double top, and would be an excellent entry back into this trade, to catch maybe this 100 pip drop here to the backside of this trend line. But, to me, in my opinion, definite looks like the downtrend continues. One, lower high, lower high, lower high. It didn't break up above here. So I'm still bearish on EJ for sure, and JPY pairs in general. So, this is about wrapping it up for this video, but let's see what else. One more thing I wanted to cover. I just mentioned, look at silver here. We can go into gold too, but I'm kind of liking silver as a trade for if you're going to get in on metals here. And, I wish I would have caught this entry down here. God, that would have been perfect. But check it out. The graph I sent out was a weekly chart. But we're sitting on this pretty historical support level. Boom, boom, boom. And we're seeing dollar weakness again, right? So it looks like this dollar rally could be over, at least for now. If that's the case, this is going to be an excellent, excellent position. I'd love to see a little drop. Maybe catch a bit lower of an entry. We can see maybe this is going to happen too. Maybe we'll get a double bounce here. Boom, boom, double bottom. And, 15.25. And check it out. Fractal cluster, fractal. Call that pressure point. And look how steady the support is. So, I'm not a huge metals trader, but this looks like a great setup. So, for you guys that do decide to trade that, be careful for sure. Commodities can be definitely move a lot faster, and don't do it if you don't have a large enough account. So thanks for watching, and we have a bunch of cool stuff coming out. I'm about to redo the training, revamp it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be way better, and it's gonna be new stuff. So more just kind of tightening up, going over my strategies, and the indicators that I use, and just to help you guys get ahead, man, because it's super hard to beat the market alone. So if we can all do it together, even better. So thanks for watching this video. Click the like button, subscribe to my channel for more free content, so I know to keep doing it. And thanks a lot. Let's have an awesome week. I'll see ya, and I'll see you guys in the chat room. Peace.